Hey, it's your girl, Raw Truth and Uncut, coming to you today with What's in the Room. What's in the room is who holding you back. Who holding you back from obeying God? Who holding you back from focusing forward? Who holding you back from regulating your mind and stabilizing your mind in the things of God? Who holding you back from your prayer life? Who have held you back all this time? Nobody but you. You can't blame nobody but you. You have to begin to take accountability in this hour and in this season of your life in order for you to excel and compel yourself to move forward. You got to hold yourself accountable and get you some accountability partners that will hold you accountable to do that which you are called to do. Because one thing about it, and two things for certain, if a person know that you have potential and that you have purpose and destiny with someone else, they will begin to stop, block, hinder, delay, and deny your access granted from moving forward because of the assignment of the enemy. Enemy have got a willing vessel, and they're willing to stop, hinder, delay, and deny you access granted. So begin to when you see these things, begin to move out of your own way and begin to move out of their way. When you move out of your own way, then you sure enough will move out of their way, because guess what? You'll be done took charge. You'll be done took control of that thing that's hindering you, of those people, places, and things that's stopping you from progressing. But you have control of you. If you don't have control of you, you need to take a step back and you need to begin to evaluate everything around you that's in your circle. Look at your days, look at your weeks, look at your months, even look at your minutes, your hours. Let me tell you, if you waking up doing the same thing day in and day out and ain't getting no different results, then you need to begin to move out of your own way, and you need to begin to reposition yourself to better people, places, and things in this hour and in this season of your life, because can't nobody stand on judgment day but you. Only you will be able to stand before God, and he asks you who hindered you. You can't tell him nobody but you, because you have control over you, and you got to begin to come out from under every curse and word curse. You know that it's there. You are aware that it's there. So you begin to move out, and you got to get reinforcement in this hour. You got to stand with people that's stronger than you. You got to stand with people that see the potential in you, because when you hanging with people that don't have a mind to pray, that don't have a mind to seek God, that don't have a mind to worship him, that don't have a mind to live for him, you are eventually floating in the same boat that they are floating in. Your good have been outweighed by their bad. Why? Because they have caught you either in a vulnerable moment, or they have either caught you just giving your strength over, because they can't do no more than you allow. And if you allowing them to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, then you have given that Jezebel spirit total control of you, be you male or female. So you got to take your life back from the clutches and the crevices of the enemy, because that's what he wants you to do. He don't want you to move forward. He don't want you to progress. He don't want you to have success. He wants you to keep moving in a cycle of sameness, moving in a circle and a cycle every day, day in and day out, going to this house, going to that house, doing the same thing. You can talk a good talk, but until people see your actions, you talking loud and ain't saying nothing. Because guess what? If you hold a conversation and you encouraging these people, and they probably thinking to themselves, well, what is he doing? What is she doing? They ain't doing no more than I'm doing. So begin to take inventory of yourself and begin to encourage and motivate yourself to come from where you are. Stop looking for a handout instead of a hand up. You need a hand up, not a handout. You are called and chosen for such a time as this to do what God has called you to do. No one can carry out the assignment but you. If it's something that you don't like, you have to be the change that you want to see. It first starts with you and me. So let me say, if it's something that you don't like, begin to do something about it. You have to be the change that you want to see. Don't just sit there and allow things to happen. You can talk positive all day long. The devil not worried about that. That enemy is not worried about you talking positive. As long as you ain't making moves, he ain't worried about you, because guess what? He got you, and he know you just talking and you ain't gonna do nothing. And he's satisfied with that. Why? Because guess what? If your checkout time, if your expiration day hit, he got you. He gonna catch you doing just what you doing. God gonna catch you doing just what you doing. Instead of tending to the business of God, you're tending to the business of the enemy. You allowing your flesh to overrule and override your assignment in God. So begin to get out your own way and stop allowing the enemy to talk louder than the voice of God. Stop allowing the enemy to demonstrate more than what your powerful God can do that you talk about. God is good. Yes, God is good. But guess what? Are you good for God? For him to use? Begin to get out of your own way. We can say that God is good all day long, but if our lifestyle is not adding up, we just like a tingling cymbal and a sound of brass. We just making noise. And the enemy is not worried about that. As long as you ain't moving and as long as you ain't got no faith, he worried about you. Because he got you. You already on his team. You think you're not. But don't allow death to creep up on you. Ha! Don't allow death to creep up on you for your disobedience. Let me say that grace and mercy can and will run out. It's not that much sex in the world. It's not that much partying in the world that you would allow your eyes to lift in hell. Begin to turn. A lot of people say it ain't nothing to do, ain't nowhere to go. Let me tell you something. When you begin to satisfy yourself in God and allow God to satisfy himself in you, you will begin to not even worry about what nobody else is doing. You will be making things happen for you and those that are assigned to you. And I guarantee you, you won't be bored. You won't be weary in your well-doing. Why? Because you are satisfying yourself in God and God is satisfying himself in you. It's an even trade. There's balance for the book. There's balance for the moment. So focus forward and allow your emotions, allow your spirit man, allow your thinking, your mindset to come under subjection to the mind of God, the will of God, and the plan of God. You got to create your own happiness. Words create worlds. When God say, let there be, and there was. So when you speak from a pure place and a sincere place, so shall it be. You shall see it come to pass. Can't nobody hinder you but you. There may be roadblocks, but I guarantee you, the Bible tells us that God will not have us ignorant of Satan's devices. He gonna show you everything that you need to see. He gonna show you everything that you need to know. He gonna tell you everything that you need to know. So allow him to reign in your life in this hour and in this season. There's a great plan that awaits you, but you got to get out of your own way and focus forward in this hour and in this season. Be blessed. Until next time, it's been yours truly, Raw Truth and Uncut, with What's in the Room.